New Everclar AZ Gel.
Dwill. Welcome. Hello there. I was trying to figure out how to say your name. We're again not going to find any kind of buildings in this ridiculous world again. We're really not going to find any ridiculous. Ooh, I mean, that would be nice for decorational purposes, but no. Interesting. Am I from South Africa? Interesting. Can't see that. Hey, Ahmed. You're from Indonesia. Welcome. Welcome. So you used hacks to get that insanely godly beard? Yes, I did. It's called being ginger. Where do you think we store our soul? Doesn't go anywhere on the skin. You can convert it to put it in your beard. Once you figure that part out in life, you're solid. That's some good life advice for you there. Just be ginger. Your life will be infinitely more interesting. I wouldn't say better, because there's a couple of sacrifices that come with being ginger. But hashtag worth. Literally hashtag worth. Literally 100% worth the pain of not being able to go into the sun. I, again, am in a world where I'm not able to explore because there's nothing interesting to explore in and around my world. And this does not bode well for season 2 of the series, because season 1 had no interesting buildings, and it looks like season 2 is very much going to... Ooh, I say that. Whoa! Well, isn't that interesting? Isn't that just interesting? It's actually a pretty well-made building, in all honesty. It's actually a pretty well-made building, in all honesty. Let's see. Maybe there's something interesting in here, but I'm doubtful. Cool. Hello in here. Come to steal your potatoes. Okay. Oh my lord. Oh. Thank you. And ooh. Thank you again. Again, I won't say no. Cartography table. I do want all of this, honestly. Gonna help. But Keybinds backpack. Better. Much better. I don't have to worry so much. Okay. And there we go. Yeah. I don't think there's anything up there. I need a bed for my home, but I'm pretty sure we can just... There will be a bed in my house, regardless. Like a barrel. I don't think we need anything else. Okay, cool. One building of slight interest, at least. Now, go this way. Oh, hello. Oh! Melee attacks do an extra 4 damage. What? Okay. That's not broken at all. It's not broken in the slightest. Sure. That's it. Close. Sorry about that more. Okay. Hello, bunny. Beautiful. Oh, finally. Hello, boys. Yep. Sprinkler. Yeah. I like it. Oh, hello. This is new. Used to be spawning on top of each other. Brand new. Thank you. Anything else? Decent spot. Okay. Cool. Grab all of that. Off we go. What are these? I don't think these actually have any uses. Nah, it's just for pink dye and suspicious stew. Okay. Unideal, but it is what it is. Saying of 2024, 2025, ever since COVID. Ever since COVID. It's been the same. It is what it is. Okay, cool. Next. Ow! Good bit of exploring, good bit of cash. Okay. Any buildings in the near vicinity? Where am I at the moment? I think I was already there. Yeah. I already went there. Anything in the vicinity? Doesn't seem like it. Oh, look, death. My favorite. Ow. The ducks be splashing. Well, yeah. Do 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 do. Hey, Ellis. Nice to see a friendly face here for a change. Don't know what was up with people. This AR, this Arvo, or whatever it is you call it, but people really trying to piss on my bet today. Missed you in the streams? Oh, well, thank you. Real kind of you. About the only one here. Owl. Cool. Nice. Exploring real good here. Only problem now is, again, feels like I'm not finding many buildings. What's the plan today? Exploration. I'm just trying to get a lay of the land, see what we can find in and around our surroundings in preparation of Season 2. Hey, Game Face. How do you do? In preparation of Season 2. Broke coal ore. That's an achievement. Oh, well, thank you. Have I really not done that yet? That's fine. That's fine. yeah, I immediately started streaming. Already had, you know, delinquents coming to my chat and just absolutely be, for lack of a better word, fuckheads. Purely that. Just for a lack of a better word. Just come into my stream and be a bunch of tools. Some people's parents really don't know how to discipline their children. Why is my character glowing? I have a charm slot and I can put a lantern in that charm slot. Or lantern slot, whatever you want to call it. Okay, this I want to keep for the video. I want to keep this for the video because I want to tell people about this particular mine shaft. I want to tell people about this mine shaft. This mine shaft is so much better. So, where am I at the moment? Do this, create waypoint. Mine shaft. Nice. That's not bad at all. I'm going to leave everything as is. I'm going to leave everything as is. You might be going, but why? Because I need it for the video. I do. I need it for the video. I wish I could say something else, but I need it for the video. I do. I need it for the next episode, which will be, I think, episode 3. Should be episode 3. And I got a brand new video coming out on Friday, which my wife has said is pretty good. I'm on duty now on YouTube. Don't worry, I don't know if anyone got it, or it was just I feel like the YouTube chat bot doesn't actually hide the people fully when you ban them the first time. Because I went over to YouTube chat to get rid of the Neanderthals, and I couldn't see the message, which is odd. So I don't know if people managed to find a way around that bullshit, but you can tell that some kids just have never been disciplined by their parents, or they have little shit friends at school who teach them how to be, non-decent human beings, and then wonder why everything goes wrong in their existence. And they do. They wonder why. Like, oh no, why is this going wrong? You don't say anything? It's way early in the stream. Way early in the stream. Talking a good... How long have we been live for? 18 minutes? A good 10 minutes ago. Came into the chat and just, asserted their delinquental dominance, I suppose. Because they have to feel like some semblance of, hey, I'm going to tell this guy, fuck you, and I'm going to be so good at it. Yeah. Look at me. Told a random person on the internet, fuck you. Oh, I'm so big. I'm so funny in front of my friends. My 2 friends that actually don't give a shit about me. Oh, I'm being real mean today, aren't I? I shouldn't lambaste kids like that, When you're young and dumb, you gotta do dumb stuff, right? So, let them do dumb stuff. But then don't bellyache when the same thing happens to you. Don't do that. Called karma. Hey Mike, how do you do? This never made sense to me. It's the fact that you can eat underwater. I have questions. Anyway, how was everyone's weekend? It is Monday. It's more sad if it's not a kid. Oh well, if it's an adult, then I don't know what to tell you, man. If it's an adult, the Twitch and the TikTok links don't work. That's odd. Whoa, so big. That's odd. Should work. I'll need to change the description, I think. Hey, Mr. Wolf, how do you do? Welcome. Sorry, I've been busy. I'm just venting my frustrations. I would love to understand how people progress through in life. Like, if they would actually walk up to a random person in the street like they do on the internet and go, oh, fuck you. I would love to see what would happen should you try that kind of nonsense. You and your wife are revitalized? Sure, revitalized. Yeah. Revitalized. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. Revitalize is the correct word there. You're right. Okay. Let me get my inventory sorted. Poisonous potato can go bye-bye. We don't need that. And the potatoes can go bye-bye. Although, they might be better off cooked. Anyway. Yeah, so how was everyone's weekend while I sort out my existence here? We're just prepping for the next video, chat, because I'm going to discuss some of the major changes they made to this game and why we had to start a new world, because I think there were a lot of people confused as to why I started a new world. So, you know, I kind of got to explain myself why there's a new world and why we had to start fresh. A whole bunch of stuff. Now, the video is only coming out later today for those that aren't members on YouTube. But if you are here watching the live stream, I'm going to give you a rundown. Ooh, mending. Thank you. Not that we need mending because Curse of the Afterlife. Pet returns as a hostile zombie pet after death. Why? Why is that a book? Explain. Hold on a second. Explain that to me. Why would that be a book? What on earth could possess someone to make that book? This weekend was rough. A family member was in ICU because of a light heart attack on Friday. Oh, good. Don't be mistaken. It's a forced leave day because some people want to go shopping and I must go with. And why want to spend our money? Oh, dear. Oh! Why, thank you, game. More iron. Goodness gracious, thank you. Okay. It was boring because I could not go out. There's such thick fog, you can't see anything in front of you. Oh, goodness gracious. Why is there such thick fog? Genuinely curious. Why do you have such thick fog? I have another one of those templates. I don't think I do. No, I do not. Okay. So there, and there. Boom. Keep my iron. Okay. So, you guys won't see it, so this is a little bit of a spoiler for the people who haven't watched the YouTube video. These are villager houses. These are the new villagers. You have to build houses for these villagers before they can move in. These are custom villagers. We need to get the market and the shepherd ASAP. These are custom villagers. And they have to have their own house. This is the blacksmith. That is the carpenter. And they will definitely be like close together because it makes logistical sense. Hey, buddy, how do you do? This is Aiden, the blacksmith. And you can purchase a whole bunch of stuff from them. Now, villagers work entirely different. And that is why we had to start fresh. Because, you know, you're buying a house in the next 3 months. Oh, she. Congratulations. Congratulations, man. So, this is what I have been busy with in preparation of the next episode. So, I want people to understand the reason we had to start over is because fundamentally, the game has changed significantly. Literally, the game has changed to the point where we cannot afford to continue with our previous world because the villagers don't work the way that they are supposed to do that. Now, you can do 40-year bonds now. Oh my goodness. You're buying a house in Cape Town? Good luck, my friend. But it's a dream come true, right? It's a dream come true. That's what you want. Congratulations. Can we get a hell yeah up in chat for Mike? Can we get a hell yeah up in chat for Mike? Right. So, next thing I want to do is we need to build our own house here, but I want to get the materials sorted for it. So we need 10 fire logs and 64 cobblestone. So let's do that. I'm gonna go deforest the place. There's old Ace and Aiden. Now you can also gift gifts, give gifts to the villagers, and that will make them happier and they will feel part of the village. So don't be a nerd. Gift stuff to your villager. I don't know how to speak English today. My English don't word good today. I don't English very good today. Got told, you haven't confirmed. Can you imagine taking a 40-year bond on a house? Good gracious. Hey man, you gotta do what you gotta do to get a house, right? If you gotta take a 40-year bond, do the thing. Yeah, that's 7 logs. Still need quite a bit. Or at least 3 more. And then we gotta find a place to make a mine, man. Like, we actually do need to make a mine because we can get an extractinator way quicker than we used to. Which again, I'll cover in the next video. Not right now, because I'm busy. But I'll cover it. Don't y'all fret. Okay, Uncle Rusty's got you. That's gonna be us in the future. What, a 40-year bond? I don't know. House buying is expensive. In this economy, house buying. Oh, goodness. You got some big cojones. Gotta have some big. Hey Russ, how do you do? When am I getting fan art from Russ? I'm waiting for that. Waiting for Russ to make lewd art of me. As long as I'm in a tasteful bikini. That's all I ask. A tasteful bikini, okay? Like a mankini or something. I don't know.
More gold is required.
More gold is required. I'm gonna change up all my stuff real soon. Those Warcraft ones are just placeholders, in all honesty. Technically, there's a gremlin fan out of you. I take offense to being called a gremlin. Okay, I am a ginger. I am a Gimli. Your wife gets all the fan art. Okay, fair. To be honest, fair. That's fair. Okay, what am I doing? We need to hollow out this place for 64 stone. So I'm gonna do that. Well, Mike, how big is your house going to be? Let's discuss the schematics of your house. How big are you going for your house? Does it have a swimming pool? Does it have Does it have a built-in closet? Does it have a library? Does it have a secret bat cave? Come on. Spill the beans, baby. Spill the beans. I can live vicariously through you. Okay, cool. Should be enough stone. What we need. And I'm gonna place the pump there. You deserve all the fan art too? Yeah, but Ellis, you gave me fan art. And I appreciate it immensely. A fan art of yours that you made for us, really cool. Honestly, legit, really cool. Russ draw women best. That's Mari's idea of drawing men. What? Didn't panic. Didn't panic. I don't know what you guys are talking about. Didn't panic. Okay. Did not panic. Did not panic whatsoever. Okay. Did not panic. Okay? Did not panic. Do I have turnips? Yes, I did not panic. Okay? I don't care what y'all say. Did not panic. Did not panic. Okay, perfect. Put all this away. do- we have those, we have that, and we have that for our farmhouse. I'm making preparations for what we're gonna do. I have a backpack. What are you talking about? It is literally here. Game, you need to figure out that I have this ish. Hello. Hello. You deserve more? Nah. Listen, people must just make fan art because they enjoy what they see. Not because I deserve it. Not because I deserve it. I listen. Stardew Valley, Minecraft, or whatever it is you are. Please focus. Okay. Banker invitation. Oh, we have to do all of that. All right. So I want to find a nice spot for the mine. Also, they have severely increased the spawn rate of the balloons, which is great. I love it. So for all of those that are not members, the video will come out later today. For all of those that are members, if you have watched season 1, I hope you enjoyed season 1 because you need to forget about it. Put all of that out of your mind. Remember what we were doing in season 1? Forget all of that. Okay? It doesn't exist. It does not exist. Season 1 doesn't exist. You might be asking me, but Uncle Rusty, what do you mean season 1 doesn't exist? Just exactly what I said. Season 1 doesn't exist. You want to know why? Because season 2 is happening. That's exactly why season 2 is happening. Back to the word I go. Bye-bye. Have a good one. Say hello to the wifey. Okay. Did I put wood in there? Yes, I did. Right. So, for those that don't know, these are the new houses that we need. We need to get the market. We need to get the fisher. We need to get the banker. And we need to get the shepherd. Now, some of these we can get fairly simply, but they all need an invitation. All right? They all need an invitation. So we need a fisher invitation. Requires inviting the market. What house will I choose to build? The same one? No, I think I'm going to go with a different house. Hey, Octo, how do you do? Finally got a stream up. Hello there. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How do you do? So, what I'm going to do, and this might bore the holy hell out of all of you, I can do either one of two things. I'm going to clear out the land right now, and y'all are going to watch me dig in the dirt and be bored out of your mind. But know that the next episode is going to be worth it. Or, I'm going to go play another game. We can all sit and enjoy each other's company. And then I'll do this off camera. But the idea is I want to build all the villager houses. You like the Alpine one? Nice. The Alpine one's a good one. It is. It's a good house. What I plan to do is I want to excavate this place a little bit. Just to make sure that this is our village. Because what I'm going to do is you see that whole temporary setup over there? That's all it is. It's temporary. It's not even remotely going to be what we're going to do. Right? Not even remotely what we're going to do. But the idea is I want to flatten out this a little bit here and build the rest of the villager houses. Now the fisher, I want to naturally put the fisher close to the water. It just makes sense, right? From a villager perspective, putting the fisher near the water here makes sense. It does. It makes perfect sense. It does. So the idea here is to maybe like clear from here and then build the fisher by the water because, you know, villager logistical sense. That's what it is. All of this will make sense from a Dungeons and Dragons perspective. When I build villages, I build it D&D style. Okay? It's got to be... No, I know you're not sarcastic. Don't worry. I know you're not sarcastic. Anyway, so what was everyone up to this weekend? I did very little in the way of productivity. I say that when the one video I have going on Friday, which I'm honestly pretty proud of, it'll likely not do too well, but I think for that particular series of videos I'm doing, it's an experiment. And it's a gap on the market. Like if I went to do a little bit of extensive research on YouTube for that specific kind of thing, and no one has done it, which is real odd considering how simple it would be. So I'm going to tackle that and make sure it's good. At least I think it will be. That's the idea. So we're going to clear this out, and then I'm going to get the Fisher house later because we need the market first. We do. So this dirt is going to help us fill up that one hole. And then once that one hole is filled up, we buy the market. And I think the market should be in the central of the town. It's just going to depend on what the house looks like. It is. I was making a D&D map of a town for my players. Ooh. See, I like doing that. Like making maps and stuff like that. Oh. I wish I had the facilities to like print out like large maps. I'm talking big maps. Because what I would ideally like to do for my campaign is like print out big maps. Because I'm not good at drawing. Let me tell you that right now. Me and drawing, oh boy. That's not in my repertoire of skills that I have learned over the years. You want me to draw stick people? Yeah, man, I'm your person, you know? Stick people and I? Ah, man. You won't find a better stick person drawer than myself. But, because I'm not drawing stick people, I would love to be able to, like, draw out, like, fully fleshed out maps and, you know, make them look real nice and spontaneous. By the way, you can chuck rocks at the balloons, so make sure to do that. But yeah, that's at least the idea of the stuff I want to do for D&D. I love me some good old Dungeons and Dragons. I do. I kind of hope Hytale eventually has like one of those modes where you can play D&D, but like really, really, really play it. Sort of semi-Baldur's Gate style. I don't know if they'll do that though. I know they're busy working on the NPCs for updates. So, you know, that's at least something that's being done. But in terms of how far that game is going to go, I don't know. Because the updates are fairly slow. And I know it's a small team that have picked up the game. So, bet you Riot is losing their mind over it. Sites to put multiple A4 pages and then tape them together. See, that's the thing. I would do that, right? I would do the whole A4 print and then stick them together. The problem with that is, at least for me, and it's a me problem, feels like doesn't feel like a proper map to me. But that's just me belly aching over circumstances out of my control. I should just do it. Just make the map, stick them on A4 pieces of paper, and then tape them together and say, "Here you go, nerds. Here's your map." Don't know what you guys are gonna do, but you know. We'll see. Be interesting to see once I get my campaign back up and going. Because after the holiday, a lot of people went to go do their own thing, which is perfectly fine. Someone's going to a BTS concert, and I find that deeply offensive. I do. You do not go to a BTS concert watch party thing when there's Dungeons and Dragons to be played. Imagine skipping out on D&D because you want to go watch some boy band. Come on now, please. Boy bands are temporary. D&D is forever. You heard it here first, chat. You heard it here first. Okay, boy bands are temporary. D&D is forever. Put that on a shirt. Put it on a shirt. Print it and put it on a shirt. I'll wear it every single day. I will. Boy bands are temporary. D&D is forever. I feel like that would be a great slogan for a DM to make like a one-shot where people fight evil boy bands that are taking over the world. Kind of like demon hunters. You give them a new piece. That's sick. Hey Patchy, how do you do? Welcome. Warframe has that. Yeah, like K-pop demon hunters. Yeah, like K-pop demon hunters. The Dungeon Master can give you evil boy band members to fight. Like I said, chat, I'm deeply offended that one of my players decided they are going to go to a BTS watch-along or concert or whatever the case may be and leave the sanctity of Dungeons and Dragons. I feel like I'm going to kill them off. I do. And in a way that'll be hilarious. You go to the forest and you see your pet monkey turn into one of the BTS cast members. And the monkey yells in K-pop and then eat your face off. I don't know. Yells in K-pop feels so bad. I apologize if that sounded BTS whomst. Your druid is like the Ashley Johnson of your party. Literally. The druid is the Ashley Johnson of the party. It's okay. She doesn't hit her targets anyway. It's okay. She doesn't hit her targets anyway. I'm being mean, aren't I? Being real mean. But like Honor Cleo. Okay. That's our house. We need more wood for the market invitations. Again, prep episode, chat. Prep episode. She doesn't hit her targets, whether played by her or the DM. To be fair though, I was rolling my bad dice. But I really want her to hit, man. I feel so bad every time I play her character, and then it's just like, she turns into a big spider. Okay, cool. Spider, go for attack. Miss. Okay, cool. She turns into a panther. Okay, cool. Roll to hit. Miss. Fuck. Okay, cool. She turns into a giant werewolf. Cool. Roll to attack. Natural 1. You know what? You die from sheer embarrassment. There you go. You die from embarrassment. It sucks when you have cool things in your head and your shiny math rock says no. Exactly. Do you understand how bullshit that is for me? I'm the dungeon master. I should be able to fudge my dice, but not for players. Okay, we want the market. Here you go. Thank you. That's the market. Okay. Now we just need to Oh, thank you for the market house. Appreciate you, Daddy. Okay, there we go. There's the market house. Again, chat, this is all for preparation, right? What I'm doing is for preparation. So this is the market, which we need. We need the market, right? We do. We need the market. These are all the fertilizers as well, which we need for later on. Calendar slot. I really hope this actually does something now, to be honest. Day 7 of 10. Early spring, mild wet. Still haven't gotten thunder. Thunderbolts and lightning, very, very frightening me. Galileo. Okay, now we need a shepherd invitation as well, so we can get that also out of the way. Then more wood is required. We need more lumber. You know? If you guys haven't played you roll so bad the enemy gave up for sympathy's sake. Yep. Truth. That's honestly how I feel for our druid at the moment. Our druid just doesn't hit. Y'all's druid needs to re-roll her class or get new dice. I think the dice are the problem, to be honest with you. I do. I feel like the dice are the problem. And you know, a great player doesn't blame their tools. I 100% blame the dice. What the fuck? Well, that's just horrifying in every way, shape, and form. You guys see this bullshit? Oh my goodness. That's horrifying. That honestly terrifying in every way. That was in my backyard too. That's that bullshit I'm talking about. I wonder if there's an entity that's going to take. Okay, we need as much wood as possible, and the reason for that is I want to get the market up and going. I do. I want to get the market. Well, not the market. We need... What do we need now? There was something else we needed. The shepherd. Right. The shepherd is the one we need, because we need animals. Because if we get the market, we can get the fisher. We get the fisher, we get that sorted. What am I supposed to use this cock for? This is literally for nothing. I can only use it for compost. Hey, developers, you guys are so gung-ho to nerf husbandry and artisan stuff. At least let me sell the carved pumpkin. This is useless. This is legitimately useless. There's nothing in my repertoire that wants me to use this for purposes. Please. You had an unscheduled call? No worries. We were asking you before you left. You need to tell us more about your house. Do you have a pool? Do you have a whole bunch of, you know, stuff? How does one overcome being quiet when you're a streamer? What do you mean? What do you mean being quiet? Like having a quiet day when chat's not, you know, doing their thing? Or that you become quiet when streaming? That you just have to consistently talk? I can give you advice on either or. But it's pretty much going to be the same advice. It'll kill two birds with one stone, in all honesty. It will. It'll kill... If you're not a natural talker... Okay, so here's the thing. For both a quiet stream and if you're not a natural talker, apply the exact same advice I'm about to give you. Apply the exact same advice I'm going to give you right now. Pretend you're talking to someone. And I know that's unhelpful. Pretend you're making a YouTube video. I always pretend I'm making a YouTube video, right? So, like earlier, chat was extremely quiet. It was. Like the first 20 minutes was extremely quiet, save for, you know, assholes being assholes in my YouTube chat. But, yeah, YouTube chat is cooked sometimes. Hey, buddy. I need to invite more villagers, please. So, I need a shepherd. Crazy, you can't do. You don't have to be crazy. You don't have to be crazy. Here's the thing. All right? Understand this. Understand that you don't have to be crazy and you don't have to be a massive talker to speak like you're making a YouTube video. Right? I always pretend in my head canon, at least in my head, I have 1 million subscribers. I do. I always picture in my head that I have 1 million subscribers, and at any given point in time, there's at least 20 to 30 people in chat. If not, I'm making a YouTube video. That is the advice I can give you. If you want to stream and you feel yourself be quiet, go into YouTube mode. I find for me, especially with like games like this, if chat is quiet, I go into tutorial mode. and I teach people about the game. Or I talk about current events, so like the weather, or I wouldn't say politics. That's a bit oof. Purely just because politics are a pain in the ass, and everyone has got opinions on it, and some people should not have opinions on politics. That's my opinion on that. But regardless, um, my earnest advice is if you feel yourself, be quiet. Talk about something you enjoy. Even if no one talks, talk about something you enjoy. Yes, you have to imagine. Remember, everyone starts somewhere, and I think a lot of people just don't get this. It's like you feel like if it's quiet, then you're failing. You need to understand something about streaming, right? Number one, Twitch is terrible at promoting people. That they are. You can, and I'll say this handedly on the platform. Okay. People need to understand that, and I say this as a user of the platform. Twitch will not promote you, and people can tell you use social media to promote yourself. It's not going to happen in the blink of an eye. If I talk about something I'm enjoying, I have to make it PG-21. Try not to get yourself banned. And remember, Twitch is mostly an adult platform. Just put in your description that, kids are not supposed to be on here. But I haven't had a young audience pop up in Twitch at all, to be quite honest. So for me, I don't put the warning there because this is an adult-themed site. YouTube, on the other hand, I have to tell people this is... What are you doing on YouTube anyway if you are a child and you're coming to an adult stream? What are you doing? You're not supposed to be here. Anyway. Regardless of my feelings on that, like I said, what you need to do is you need to pretend you're making a YouTube video. Just talk to people. Even if they're not there, pretend to talk to the camera. If you don't have a camera, literally, make a YouTube video. It's good practice. Because remember, eventually, if you want to be a full-time streamer, sure, people can find you. In somnolence. Oh, goodness. That sounds like an insomniac. How do you do? Welcome to the stream. That way, you will learn how to communicate even when it's quiet. Because I'm going to tell you now, your first couple of streams are going to be quiet. Yeah, you'll have 1 or 2 people. When you start streaming, you don't get transcoding. So your stream's always going to be on 1080p or 720p, depending on what settings you put. People ain't going to watch that unless they have fiber. I will 100% guarantee you. People are not going to watch that. Hope you're doing better. I'm all right. I had a pretty terrible morning, but, it's at least better now that chat's here doing their thing. Just over people coming into chat and being like, just go away. No one wants you here. Huh? All those little shits on YouTube. On Twitch, they don't do that. I always get the I'm mature for my age. No, kid, just listen, even at 21, people are still childish. You don't actually mature at 18 or 21. Believe me. We can all agree on that. Especially men. I'm not doing a feminist thing here. I'm a guy, and I can tell you, it takes a long while for us to mature. We don't mature. We just get older, and our toys get more expensive. Is there a way to set OBS to make the video quality different? Yes. Remember, you want to set your video quality and your streaming quality different. Did I have breakfast today? I did indeed. I did have breakfast. My wife. So we are eating this, and it's going to sound so super healthy, so please excuse us. But we have this chia seed, yogurt, and banana and honey thing because the yogurt is... Oh, yes, thank you. Finally. I'm still maturing at 25. Exactly. Let me put it here like this, Supid. I still laugh at fart and poop. I don't know why, but I find it the funniest thing if someone just talks about a fart in the middle of nowhere. I still giggle at boobies. Someone says boobies, I'm like, you know? I do. And I don't know why. I do. I still giggle when someone says boobies. I'm like, oh, that's so funny. No, no. Pretty appropriate. You do that when I take my top off? Yeah, but men just do that in general. Men, well, straight men or bisexual men appreciate boobs. Okay? Women appreciate boobs. But I don't know if ladies appreciate boobs the way we appreciate it. Okay? It hits differently for men than it does women. I don't know. I don't want to assume. It hits different for us. I'm playing Sunlight Valley right now, but my villagers do not look like yours. Luana, did you update your game? Because if your villagers don't look the same, you need to update the game. And also, for those villagers, if you go here to villagers, you have to make the invitation like so. And then if you go to your tutorial here, over here where it says starting your village, it'll tell you how to make the carpenter invitation. And once you make the carpenter invitation, it'll give you the carpenter house. The villagers have to have their own houses. Otherwise, they will not move in whatsoever. Whatsoever, they will not move in. So make sure you have that. Please, 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 and thank you. Okay. I got 16 wood for a reason. So this is for the fisher. So if I look at my villagers here, this is for the fisher. Okay, we have the shepherd. For the fisher and the banker. And then eventually we'll get all of these guys going. So yeah, you need to make sure your thing is updated. I would advise, if you have found a plain old village, those villages will work, but they won't work the way you need them. So I would highly advise, if you have a new world with villagers already in them and you're pretty far, start over. Sounds horrible, but start over. Because they've fundamentally changed how this works. You have to do it this way, otherwise your stuff is not going to work. I'm a kid then, based on what you said. No, you don't, Ellis. No, you don't. Ariel Fish, hello there. Welcome, welcome. No, you don't have to leave, Ellis, at all. Don't worry. We're joking. We're having a good old time here. Okay, so we have the shepherd and we have the market invitation set for next episode. So there they are. Once the market is here, we can buy the fisher and the banker. Oh my lord, 16 for the banker. Okay, I don't have enough. So that's 8. We need 8 more. Quinlan, thank you for the raid. Everyone from Quinlan's side. My name is Uncle Rusty. Welcome. We're preparing for YouTube videos. So, Moth Cryptid, thank you for following. Work. Something need doing? Job's done. Hey, Quinlan. What were you up to? You were doing some art. Oh, what kind of art were you doing? What kind of art were you doing? Hello, man in the icebox. I shouldn't expose your secret like that, should I? Is it a secret icebox or is it publicly known that you're in an icebox? That emote is so cute. I know, right? It's an adore. I want that emote now. That's so cool. Welcome, Quinlan. How are you doing today? Will you start a new series on YouTube with a new update? It's scheduled for today. Somnolence. What we're doing right now is prepping for episode 3. We're preparing for episode 3. Episode 1 will be out today. Episode 2 will be out on Wednesday. And then I have a brand new series, and this is part of the changes that I was talking about. I have a brand new series coming out every Friday. And that series will involve ABCs. Now you might be asking me, but Uncle Rusty, what do you mean ABCs? Watch Friday's video. If you're too impatient, become a member over on YouTube if you want to do that. So for the low price of 20 Rand a month. Yes, I'm self-promoting. But do that. Man in the Icebox, thank you. I'm in hiding from the Aussie sun. You know what? Based, bro. I was working on custom textures for some Minecraft mobs you're making. Ooh! Today was Flower LAs and yesterday was the new axolotl variants. Oh, that's so cool. Chat, please go check out Quinlan because that's really cool. The raid one and other ones that get most love, they're so cool. Those are such cool. By the way, guys, please go follow Quinlan. I'm going to go do that right now. Thank you. There's your follow. Thank you so much for sharing your community with me. Yeah, you can post a link. Go for it. Go for it. Mods, allow the link. Should it give issues, but allow the link. That's really cool. But yeah, Summerlands, I am covering the new update. I am just prepping for the next episode so we can sort out the village. But there's more to the village than meets the eye. So you'll see here, the phone is now locked here. And the phone is no longer an auto win. So let me explain to you guys what happened. Let me go look at this. I just want to see here. There's a little gift with all the colors. I want to see here. Damn, Mike, you've been here a long time, man. That's so cool, though. Would you mind if I... Okay, hold on. Wait, hold on. Wait. Yeah. Chat, look at this. That is so cool. Can someone post the link on the YouTube chat as well, please? I don't have my YouTube chat open at the moment. But if someone can drop that in the YouTube chat, please copy that link and send it through. That is sick. That's such good work. Oh, don't look at my screen. That is so cool. Blundingen. There we go. Thank you. There you go. Thanks, my love. Appreciate it. Blundingen. Is that how I say your name? You go ahead and lurk. Don't worry. Ooh, do I have rocks? Yes, I do. Okay, so chat, before I get to the villager changes, they have significantly increased the spawn rate of the balloon drops, by the way. So if you can... Oh, motherfucker. Oh! I'm so good. Only missed the first time. If you can, make sure you get these ASAP. Oh! Why, thank you. That's a nice little bit of stuff you gave me there, sir. Although I don't think these grow anymore. Will only grow when planted on grapevine stem. So, they made this different as well. Chat, remember when we used to be able to plant grapes? No cap? Well, that is no longer the case. So you'll notice here, this is all useless. And you want to know why it's useless? Because this will only grow on plant stems now. So, they made quite a few changes to the game. However, there was a change that I wanted to discuss. So, before I get all kinds of confused with myself, let me explain to you what the villager updates did. It used to be a case where all you had to do was use the villager spawn crate. You spawn one villager, you buy the phone, you put the phone up, and you no longer have a need for villagers. All right? For anyone who has played Stardew Valley, Coral Island, and the like, you'll know that villagers actually play a pretty decent role in how the game works. Now, because you don't have those here, they made it so that you have to now use villagers as proper NPCs. So the phone no longer is an auto win where you can just phone every NPC and that's how it works. Every villager NPC now has to have its own house. You see there's the blacksmith, there's the carpenter. And you have to invite them to the village. But that's not all. There's a secret hidden mechanic here that works, but you won't find it very easily. The secret hidden mechanic is you have to give gifts to the villagers to make the villagers happy. If the villagers are happy, they will open more trades. They will open more invitations for other villagers to be a part of it. So remember in Stardew Valley and all of those other things where you had to give Haley, I hated her, where you had to give a whole bunch of people a whole bunch of gifts to make friends with them? The same rule applies here. So, That being said, there's a lot of changes that we need to get through, and that is unfortunately. What the fuck is that name? I ain't saying that, but hello. Someone's got kinks. I don't shame. Hold on. When was this made? Mods, just keep an eye on that. Just keep an eye on that for me. Welcome regardless, but keep an eye. Anyway, so. Hey! Okay, no, bro. You wanted this, right? You wanted that. You came to fight me. Thank you very much. You came to fight me. Y'all saw that, right? Y'all saw that. That guy came to fight me. I was happily digging in the dirt. What is the seed for the world? I would love to find the same one. How do I find the seed? I'm going to head into the shadows for post-stream things? No. Go do what you need to. De-stress. Do what you need to. Thank you so much for sharing your community with me. Good luck on your art. That's some fantastic art you got there. Chat, if y'all have not followed Quinlan, please do. Please do. Hold on. Oh, fuck. /seed. What? Incorrect command. Oh. How do I copy the seed? There we go. Copy to clipboard. Chat, here's the seed. And if someone in YouTube chat can just copy that and paste that for them, please. Someone can do that for me, please. I don't know if you can replicate the seed due to the way the world generates. I think you can, but we'll see. We can check. The seed is in the Twitch chat, so if one of the mods can just grab that for me and drop that in the YouTube, I would be appreciative. There we go. Thank you, 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 thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. Okay. So, now, I have prepped all of that. What else can I prep for the next episode? We're an hour in. I don't want to make it too short of a stream. By the way, I found a pink retro toaster. By the way, I don't know if anyone else saw that, but I found a toaster. Carpenter house. I mean, I already have a carpenter house. By the way, I made a goof, and you guys will see it in the video. I could have waited and actually done the thing, but I bought the house. You can buy the houses if you want to make more than one village. So if you go here and you want to buy their house in the building shop, that's what it requires. Now, I didn't know, or I was too fast for my own britches, that if you do this in the carpenter invitation, you'll actually get the blueprint for his house. So don't be me is the lesson that we're learning here, okay? Don't be me. Like you saw with all these grapes I just put there, rather just keep the seeds until you make the vines. Don't be me. What is the lesson we learned today, chat? Say it with me. Don't be me. Anyway. So, we are in actually a pretty decent biome, so I'm going to show you guys what we have. So over here we have ocean to our right. Here we have river. And here we have fresh water, which is under plains. So we are actually in a very ideal spot for everything. However, over here by the boat is eternal summer biome, right? And over here, we can go make a reed farm for when we want to do enchantments. Now, there is a change. I need to let everyone know about enchanting. Enchanting is now locked behind skill mastery. What does skill mastery mean? If I look at my skills here, which I need to get shovel efficiency for, we have to get to max skill mastery over here. They change shit. No! They changed stuff. Oh. Okay, anyway. You have to get one in each tree here at the end, right? You do. What the hell? Use a precision mechanism on a farm animal, preventing its affection from decreasing from deployers. Oh, man. Can you change the blueprints? Yes. But you can only... for the blueprints for The villagers, no. You cannot change the blueprints for the villagers. But for the houses, you can change the blueprints. But no, not for the... They are kind of set in their ways, unfortunately. Not that I know of. Gem Tycoon, we're definitely getting that. Ooh, Fortune 4. How am I getting fishing points when I haven't started fishing anyway? Right, so. Oh, they've changed the Dragon Tooth Slayer axe. We can only get mastery once we've put in one into each at the end of the tree. Only then will skill mastery unlock. If you look at the adventure mastery, there's the enchantment table. You can only unlock the enchantment table when you find the witch. Requires adventuring mastery. The witch we can only get. The witch we can only find when we enter the Skull Cavern. So, they changed quite a bit of stuff. Now you guys are starting to understand why we had to restart our world. Mainly for the villager issue. That's number one. But a lot of fundamentals have also changed for us that make things a lot more difficult than they should. So, that should answer everyone's question as to why I started fresh with Season 2 of Society Sunlit Valley. Also, they've added dogs. And I want this dog as my pet. They've added dogs to the game. You see this cute pooch? Look at this cute pooch! And before anyone says, yeah, they were already in the game, did y'all see a dog anywhere in Season 1? I rest my case. Okay? Before you come and sass me about the dog, I don't know if it's once you unlock the Skull Cavern. Not sure if you want me to spoil it. It is once you unlock the Skull Cavern. And the reason I say that is because some villagers in the change log, I'll tell you what the change log says. Unless I've got it wrong. I'm always open to being wrong. Where is it? It's down here. They changed it. Reworked unlockables. Master Cultivator are now added to the market after 1 year of playtime. So you have to play the game 1 year to get the Master Cultivator. Mystical Botanist, now the Wizard, is unlocked after visiting the Nether. And the Exotic Trader, now called the Witch, or the, now called the Trader. It's not the Witch. I apologize. The Witch is something else. Will be unlocked after visiting the Skull Cavern. So no, it's not the Witch. It's not the Witch. It's the Trader, the Exotic Trader. So you have to go. So they want you to progress with stuff. They do. They want you to progress with the game. So I like the changes, but also I hate that I had to start over. Because I was so far. Ooh. You know what I mean, chat? You know when you're so far? When you tried so hard and got so far? This is literally a case of, in the end, it didn't even matter. Okay? And I was so close to perfection as well. Also, they have made it that moths and butterflies spawn a little bit more. Because there were a lot of complaints that, you know, you traveled quite far and didn't really find any of the moths and stuff like that. So you should have an easier time finishing up that collection. They also want to know how to get the witch, or you want to discover it. Let me discover, and then if I get stuck, then you tell me. Because otherwise, I don't mind spoilers though. You can tell me. It'll make for easy content, to be quite honest. In legitimate sense, it'll make it quite easy for me. If you just tell me. But I also want to know. So I don't know. What do I want? What do I want, Karen? We have quite a bit of dirt, so I suppose I can do that. Okay. Let's see what I still need to prep for the next episode, chat. You guys are seeing the grind. Everyone said for Season 2 they wanted to see the grind. Well, guess what? We're seeing the grind. Okay? I wanted to see the grind. This is the grind. Okay. So, banker invitation. We have to get from the market. So, We are the Uncle Rusty Wiki. That's what you guys are. That's what you're supposed to do in the comment section of every video. You guys are my information. Then I exploit you, okay, for my gain. That's just how this transaction works. There you go. No other YouTuber will tell you that, okay? You look Uncle Rusty dead in the eye. I'm gonna tell you straight how it is. Us YouTubers exploit you, our audience, for information. Then we take all the glory and pretend we are God's gift to mankind, okay? You heard it here first. I'm exploiting you. You don't get to exploit me. I'm exploiting you. I'm gonna get shut down by Twitch and by YouTube for that. Oh, why am I like this? Why am I like this? Okay, so we have to give villagers gifts because they'll be more welcome in town, and again, they will unlock stuff later on. So, if you want to find villager gifts, you can put #villager_gifts. I think I got it wrong. Hold on. It's supposed to tell me. #villager_gift. So if I go to any eye, #villager_gift. Is that really all I can give them? What the hell? Let's give him wrong info for shits and giggles. No, wait, hold on. No, wait, chat, wait. No, you don't want to do this, okay? You don't want to do this. You don't want to do it. You need to give me the proper information, okay? So that I look good. I'll report you to Mixit. Oh, shit! Joe Banker's going to cancel my account. So, there's a lot of gifts that you can give the villagers, chat. There's a lot of gifts that you can give the villagers, okay? There's a lot of gifts that you can give the villagers. So, make sure to give them gifts so that they're all kinds of happy chappy, you know. Prismatic coin. That's new, because that wasn't in the game. I know that for a fact, because ancient coin was the highest you could go. That's new. The Ender Hook. Fugal Tiara. What is this supposed to do? Gaia Spirit. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna die trying to find all this bullshit. Telling you. I'm gonna die trying to find all this. Anyway. Let me just see if I've got everything prepped for the episode, chat. We've got that. The phone will probably buy. Okay, cool. And farm buildings. We're gonna get the Fisher. Farmer's Almanac. I have to buy that, but that's fine. Animals, upgraded watering can. We want to do that. Preserves jar. Oh, another change they made that everyone is going to love. I forgot to tell everyone this. Remember when greenhouse glass was such a freaking pain to do? Well, chat, if you go to the building shop and you go to greenhouses, you can now make your own greenhouse. However, you still need greenhouse glass. You still need greenhouse glass. But if you don't want to make your own greenhouse, you can now make a greenhouse. If you don't want to do it from scratch. I'm just going to mark all of these. I wonder when they're going to give us deluxe coops, though. I'm going to be honest with you. Is the fishing book still insanely expensive? I don't know. Is the fishing book still insanely expensive? I think it is, actually. Let's see. The fish... I think it's the fishing almanac, right? Wet Weekly, Fund House 5. What was it, man? The compass. I think it's the fishing compass. No, man. What was it? Hold on. I think it's here. fishing guide. Yes, it's still bloody expensive. 32,000 plus a whole Neptunian block. Yes, it's still expensive. It is still expensive. Some things got cheaper, like these things. Okay, maybe not this. This is still a fucking pain. But now, luckily, you only need 3 of this. So you see this with the skeleton bullshit? You see this bullshit? Fuck this shit. Okay? That right there, we will only focus on those 3. But now you only need 1 of everything to complete the bundle. I think they really did want people to get the community center done ASAP. They really did. They wanted to do that. The quality crops will still take a while, so that's not too bad. But like your husbandry bundle, that's done. You only need 1 of each crop here, 1 of each crop here. So this is really good. Your crafts room is the exact same. So you can see here, but they did change the craft room up. So you need coffee beans, yerba mate. You can use any of these grapes, which is fine, but you are going to need some of these leaves to sort out. You are going to have to do that. Then you can, I have a salmon berry. Why have I not, hold on, wait a second. Salmon berry, there you go. They have changed some of the stuff. So there's like a magic peanut, which is really weird, in all honesty. But I like that. So we need to go find like mushrooms and wild ribrot and nettle and all of these berries. So they have changed some of the craft room stuff. So go check that out. But a lot of these things have been sorted. Ooh, a snow melter. And then horn of the covering. I don't even know what that is, but it's Botania. Pickled ginger, frozen geode. All of these things. Pine cone jam. Okay, interesting. The fish bundle also got way easier, which is nice, to be honest with you. Place next to water to make salt. Salt is new and is something you need for everything. Then you have the missing bundle, which still gives you the abandoned farm, and that will give you the abandoned farm trophy. Petal Apothecary. This is your entry point into Botania, a magical automation mod that will help farm with certain tasks around the farm. And then, my dear friend, oh gosh. Okay, so they changed this up. Good gosh. That's new. Slimes are also have changed. You guys can see there's new things here for slimes. Cooking is still pretty much insanity. Brews are also pretty much insanity. Relics have changed. You can see they did remove a relic. They haven't replaced it here. Goes back to world generating. Oh, no. Okay, so we know it doesn't work. Damn. Sorry, guys. They have changed some of this. So the Infiniworm doesn't exist anymore. At least I don't think it is. Unless it's an artifact. Oh, man. Really? You took it away? Why? Why would you take it away? And the Infiniham is also gone. So, unless it's somewhere else. Artifacts? Living flesh, what do you do? Oh, that's not... don't like that. Do not like that. There's your gems. You guys can see. Here's all the gems we need. And they have made this way smaller than it used to be. Minerals. There's all the minerals. So you guys can see. There's your normal geode, your frozen geode, and your magma geode. The fish have also changed. And you can see they've now actually given you a proper, like, thing where you can find this. So ocean. Here's all your ocean fish. Here's all your nether fish. Here's all your river fish. Here's all your... there's river, ocean, and freshwater. This is your freshwater fish. And there's your crab pot bundle. I love it. I do. When you check your crops, here's every single crop in the game. So they've given you a clear-cut way to figure out everything now. Oh, look. From the Master Cultivator. Starfruit. And that looks like the Stardew Valley art. And then, as usual, chat, what we're going to go for? Perfection. And then over here, you've got your creatures. So we still need to find all these golems. And they have buffed golems and given a more clear description of what golems do. Here's the equipment that we have to get. So we have to get hooks and alternate mining. So pickaxe and shovels are the only way to mine. These tools are side grade. We now can do mining hammers, but we need hammer cores for that kind of thing. We've got our building tools, so we can get all our building tools sorted. There's all the villagers and transportation, which we'll eventually dive into. But that, my dear chat, is everything. That is everything that you're going to see for this game. At least for this particular quest. And I don't think we have flax here or anywhere else for that matter. But flax gives you rope, it gives you doormats, it gives you sacks, strings, all that kind of stuff. Hey, thank you, Hugh. Appreciate you, buddy. And we've got Daub, which I have no idea what that actually is for, but I suppose we'll figure it out as we go. All right, everyone. I think that is going to do it for now. I did want to cover as much as possible there. It's a little bit of a shorter stream, but I still have to go and record Dungeons and Dragons, and I have to prep for episode 3 of this madness. So yeah, it's a little bit of a shorter one, but it's okay. And you know why it's okay? Because it's fine. It is fine. You may not think it's fine, but trust me. Okay? Trust. Trust, it's fine. Okay. Now, I hope she's not going to go. Still seems to be busy, so we can quickly raid her. All right. Chat, I'm sending you over to Azura Cub. Have a good one. I will see you guys tomorrow. And I might also stream tonight. Who knows? I might also stream tonight. Until then, take care of yourselves. And remember, Uncle Rusty says, you're so pretty. Bye-bye.